Hey there you, welcome back to another video. This video is an oracle card reading for free for you. It's going to be personal to you because every reading is personal. Think about what I'm saying. You're in a relationship with everything around you, including this video, including this version of me that is a digital version of me. In fact, this version of me is from the past. I traveled to your present to communicate with you in this moment. And you were living in the present and decided to meet me here. This reading is for you. It's made specifically for you. Now, how can that be, Brian? Lots of people are watching the video. It's so easy that you want to know this. You want to know, once you know this concept, then everything around you is going to be for you. So easy. It's for you because you're looking at it through your own eyes. You bring the personalness to this reading. The cards are always the cards. I'm always me. The information that's being channeled in the moment is here now for you. And you're going to experience it only what you can see and hear through your personal self. Your personal beliefs, your personal ideas, your personal storyline that led you to this moment. And you're going to have an experience that is tailored just for you. Self-love. Do you love yourself? Oh, of course. We love ourselves in the way that we care about our well-being. We want good things for ourselves. We want health and wellness. We want our highest hopes and dreams to happen. Yeah, why wouldn't we? Now the self-love card comes out because of this. It's asking us to consider, to treat ourselves like another person. How are we going to do that? Literally. Think about it. There's neighbors, there's people driving in the cars, there's people at the stores all around you. You have friends, you have family members. These are other people. What the card is suggesting is for us to treat ourselves like another person. Ooh, if I treat myself like another person, who am I? Who am I? You are the white light. You are the alien being. You are the thing that's not of the earth. You are the little crystal power that's intelligent and conscious, the consciousness, the wave forms of energy that is living inside of every person. That's our identity. Will you love yourself by getting out of yourself, by going up to the higher self or the spiritual light of consciousness and awareness or spirit that we all are? Will you trade your selfish self-identity, personal identity, for one of a spiritual identity? Then you can see yourself like that dude is someone else, like that chick is someone else. Wow, who is she? Right? Right now, me as the light, I'm looking at this guy making this video called Brian. I'm using Brian, I am using Brian to make the video. Now, not using like in a bad way. I'm employing him, or I am shining light through him. I'm speaking through him. I am using him as a channel. He is like a robot thing that is speaking and doing what I say. Ooh, I'll move his hand up and down and all around. Oh, look, Brian responds to everything that I imagine, feel, and think. I am that I am. I am the light inside of Brian. Will you accept this? Will you have the love of yourself? Will you be playful? Look at the little cat. Will you be playful and wise to play the game of life where you are the light and yourself is the image of that light in your personal world? Self-love. Let's look at another card. Now that we know that we don't have to exist as just our personal self, now we can unlock this freedom and this abundance that comes from being the God spark inside of a person. Now, we realize our true mission in life is to do good things through our personal self into the world. Do what we're inspired to do. Let's see what we got here. The Father. Ooh, that's what we're talking about. The Father is what we're talking about right here. You can see it, and look, it's even the same color. Different deck of cards even. Look at this. Get this in there, Brian. The Father lives inside of us. Is us, the I am that I am. And it comes into the world of duality, right? Represented here by the black and white and the coin. It comes into the world and it makes new things into the world of black and white, up and down, the world of separation, of what looks like two opposing powers happening, even though there's not. There's just variety here. I want you to understand this. We are this conscious father thing inside of a limited self called you. And your personal circumstances, you can see it represented by the blue sky here. Personal circumstances happen through you in the world. The reason they're black and white isn't because there's two powers fighting. The black and white is symbolic of a variety of expanding things in the world. I'll show you. These two work together to expand everything in the world. It's like a computer system, a binary system. In a computer system, there is a 0 and a 1. Those 0 and the 1 look like they're opponents. They're not. The 0 and the 1 are helpers to each other. They are two sides of a coin, right? A 0 and a 1 are what a computer reads in a string for recognizing anything in the world. For example, a car is 00110, a boat would be 11101, a red boat would be 1111011, and on and on. The duality, the binary system, is what the world is based on. This is what you call this 3D world. Okay? Now, believing that this is two fighting powers, that's like, that's being self-centered. Not having the identity of the Father or the Spirit or the awareness. Not knowing who you really are. Like being stuck in only half the picture. Ooh, that sucks. But there's more. Rise above. But there's something called love. You're the Father, Spirit, Christ. Ooh, you're the awareness living inside of a human called you, put into the world to do incredibly expanding things, expansive things in your personal life. When you can treat yourself like you are someone else, you're going to be able to use yourself to bring new things into the world in a much easier way. And when you can see that the world of duality is not two opposing powers of good versus evil, no, it is just a 0 and a 1 working together, a binary system. And 0 and 1 don't have any consciousness at all. Think about this. They are just players in a string of data. They're just data. So you don't have to worry about your ego. Your ego, not a living thing. It's not alive at all. All that's going on here is we're going to go into the yellow space, which means we're going to use prayer. What's prayer? We're going to go up here and we're going to pick from what we prefer to see happen down in the world. We're going to pick whether we want the country or the city. That's just symbolic of, you know, do you want to have like business stuff going on right now? Or do you want to have relaxation stuff going on right now? Or a combination of the two? Whatever it is, it all mixes together. You can see it here with the yellow and green. The yellow and green mixing together, formulated up here first. Then you allow it to go down into the world and become part of your personal experiences. This is true self-love. Not selfish love. No, this is accepting yourself as a channel for the light to come into the world through prayer or through what you focus on and imagine. And then it comes into the world and it colorizes the world to make it beautiful. To go from this black and white, blah, 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 to this beautiful, wonderful star in the sky experience of joyful, prayed things, prayed on things you imagine and feel. So good, let's look at another card. Do you know who you are? Do you realize how simple it is? When you wake up spiritually, that just means that you accept that you are a spirit inside of a self. And the self is the ego. It is not alive. It is just data. It is made out of all of the experiences you've had. This is the totality of who we are. Super easy. We are a spirit and a self combined, and we are going through the world on that green and yellow that we just talked about, the green and yellow of prayer. See it? The blue here is our throat chakra communicating with our words. We're communicating. We're a communication system. Look how blue we are, the light blue we are. We're communicating with our words on our green heart chakra, our heart's desires, represented by the green right here. Then we're going to connect with that purple. That purple power is going to connect, and it's going to cause us, all the purple, it's going to cause us to be infused. Our prayers, our joyful prayers, are going to be infused in that yellow. See it? All the yellow here? Infusion. Infusion of the good stuff that we prefer, and it's going to come down and be a part of this new world. The new world. We're talking about changing from 3D world to 5D world, where we are a awareness, consciousness person who then realizes we have a limited self to ride around like a vehicle in this world. It's not alive so much as the consciousness, the spirit is. This is our true looking selfie right here. That's our selfie, not this, this. We're colorizing the world. I'd like to bend this card in half because this is really how we're going to live now. See it? Like that. Just like that. Ooh, so beautiful. The Father. The Father makes it possible. Are you going to trade your personal life and become the Father that lives inside you? Ooh, who said? It's from the Bible too, like not to quote the Bible. Why not though? Why not use it if it's useful? The Bible said, like that guy Paul, he's like, it's not even me that's alive. It's the Christ that lives inside of me. That's what's alive. It's not me, it's the Father that lives inside of me. The consciousness, the Father consciousness. It's been talked about by Emmett Fox, by Ernest Holmes, by all sorts of people. The Father. Let's pull one more card. Oh, do you know who you are? Do you want to be that star? Do you want to know what all this is? I'll show you. Oh, you get to be that person. It's not in vain. You get to be that person who is that white light spiritual being coming into the world to communicate to your personal peoples. What's that? This is us communicating to our personal experiences what we prefer to bring into the world. Look at it. It's the purple and white incarnate. This is who you are. When you accept the new identity, then the world around you will start to show up in a way that is going to help bring that city that you've been praying for, that new city that you've been praying for, into existence. Yeah, that's your reading for today. Reflect on it. It's all for you. Reflect on what it means to you. Rewatch it. Think about parts of this that are important to you. Ask me questions in the comments. Share the videos. Subscribe to the channel. I publish every day. Have a great one. I'll see you again. Goodbye.